Hello, how are you?
What are you?
Well, thanks. Believe you've got a monkey for us?
Yes, I've got one.
Okay, let's have a look.
I've got two. One is dead. You don't want to see that one.
One passed away?
Yeah, the mom.
Okay.
My dog's killed. The mom is there.
Okay.
And the little one is here.
And the little one is here. Okay.
Yeah, but like little.
Okay. Gael, do you just want to take over there? And so what actually happened there?
No, they're just the dogs.
The dogs mistakenly
Yeah,
got them. Okay. Alright.
But he's still... I caught him with the gloves, but...
Okay. Well, thank you very much for bringing them over. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Thank you very much for bringing them over.
Well, you would have expected little Helen to arrive in a much more traumatic condition than what she did after travelling the whole way with the dead body of your mom in the back of the car. But at least the main thing is that she's okay, she survived. Fortunately, they managed to rescue her from the dogs, and she doesn't seem to have any injuries beside the trauma.
Wow, very much appreciated. Thanks for bringing them over. Okay.
What can I do with the mom?
We'll take her body. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want to continue filming?
Thank you.
So yes, regardless of what people say, it doesn't really matter the size of the dog. They are quite a big threat to monkeys, and in most cases where a dog attacks a monkey, the monkey does come off second best. Although dogs might get bites in defense, most of the injuries are internal in the monkey, and they never seem to survive these bites. So this little one is quite lucky in a way. Unfortunately, she's lost her mom, but at least she's now in good hands, and hopefully we can bring her through without a problem.
We're going to give you a check over, okay? Well, very healthy teeth, as he or she is shown.
I think the crown is starting to show. Yeah, the teeth, Papa.
Okay.
Can I see on this side?
Good colour in his gums.
Yeah. Yeah, the crown, some of them are starting to show. Good. Oh, you're so tired. Yes, look at that. You're pretty boy. You're pretty girl. His mouth is a bit red though. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
Yeah, it's a bit dry on the front.
it looks pretty red. Oh, now you're sleeping. He's got the crown already.
Are we a boy or a girl?
That's a big question. Okay, let's have a look. Can you check down there?
Okay, I'm not going to film this part.
Got one leg.
One leg.
Got another leg.
Helen here. Oh, she's our new one. She just came in a couple of days ago. She is very nervous, not quite good around people yet. We have her in Neverland at the minute, but today she's going to be over to Disneyland, meet some more monkeys, hopefully calm her down a bit. So we're going to put her in a crate now.
Due to the trauma little Helen has actually been through, and of course her age, we thought it might be better to spend less time in Neverland and Loveland and get her over to Disneyland to meet some of the other little youngsters.
So we're going to get sorted in here and we'll take her over. Where you going? Who's this? Recording? Yeah, cool. Let's see. Get her out, see if she wants any interest in these carrots. Hello. That's there. That's Cleo. She's new as well. Is that Cleo?
Who's that?
Yes,
We've let Helen's our new girl. We've let her in.
Oh, and she can go out now.
Yeah. She's already been checked for health and stuff. Thought being around other monkeys might calm her down a bit. She's very stressed around people. Yeah. There you go. Look at that, girlie. Other monkeys. Look here. Hi. How are you?
Well, I was taking a little bit of a break for the long weekend, and of course was about 4.5 hours away from the foundation when this transpired. Nice to meet you. I'm Dave. Pleased to meet you.
This is Catherine, and she's
Hi,
got a
Catherine.
little baby.
Just so I've got it, because I haven't got a pen to write down. How did you find the monkey? What's the story?
The mom was hit by a car this morning here on the main road, and mom got killed. And then somebody picked her up, and there was two ladies who was fighting over it. Luckily, one of my volunteers drove past. Says no. So pick it up.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no, thank you. I was so relieved, because the thing is, said no, okay, get it to you, and then to Jana, she knows what to do, and then tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I finally said, guess what? She said, I can't believe it. He's there by you. I said, it's his baby. It's meant to be.
Oh, shame.
Yeah, luckily. And it happened this morning. So, yeah, about 2 hours ago. Yeah.
Oh, shame.
And I just saw the first 3 monkeys here today. I've been here like almost a week. I said, there's no monkeys in this place. And 3 of them came to visit us this morning, 3 males. And that's it. And now you've pitched up. Was it an omen?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Thank you so much, guys. This is probably the worst age for a little monkey to actually lose his mom, because he knows what the whole troop and what everything's all about. And of course it's just suddenly happening and you've lost everything you've got. So he's going to be very traumatized for a little while. Probably going to be quite a rough night for me on my last night of holiday. But what can we do? We've got this little bundle of fur, and we've got to see how we can help him and help him overcome his trauma, and hopefully find another new mommy for him that's going to look after him very soon. Yeah, I'm just showing everyone what I got to put up with. Yes. I'm just showing everyone what I got to put up with. Yes. 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 Well, it was a little bit of a rough night, and we've got off to an early morning start, and this is my first stop, just to make sure the little one's getting something to drink and he's not dehydrated, and giving him a chance to run around and play, because of course it's not easy to drive with a little monkey in the car. Yes. Yeah. So we're on our second stop. Also let the little guy out again to move his legs and run around a little bit, and of course to try and feeding him and get him going. He seems to be getting a little bit better and a lot more used to me. Not that he has much choice, because it's only the 2 of us, and it is a very long drive. Of course I'm driving a lot slower now than I normally would, because I've got to keep an eye on this little one as we're going. Let go. Here we go. Listen, Brad. Hey. Where are you going? he really loved grapes. So at least I had a lot of grapes with me as well. That when I need to calm him down a little bit, I could also give him a grape to chew on, or if I had to close him up in his little basket, give him a few grapes to keep him busy while I was driving. So was really an experience, but eventually we made it back to the foundation, and the little one was of course handed over to the other team.
Finish your grape first. Yeah, eat the grape first. You can't go somewhere and try and eat the grape. Right, we're going to be on our way, eh?
Well, the little one's been handed over to Hannah in Loveland, just to settle down a little bit. Of course, missing Mom terribly, and the calling and crying is going to go on for a little while. This is really like the hard part and difficult to be with when they're constantly calling for their mom and missing their mom so much, and you just got to try and comfort them and get them through it. You've also got to give them a little bit of their own time. They sort of need their own time to recover and find themselves again, find their feet and see what's actually going on.
Herbert is now here for a couple of hours. He's still very stressed. We offer him comfort as much as he wants, but if he wants to have a little bit of time for himself, we accept that too. So we just offer comfort when he wants. As he is a wild one, it can be quite scary if all of a sudden someone comes. We offer them comfort. Yeah. He might be still in this state for another couple of days. Losing the mum is a very traumatic experience for not just human babies but also for monkey babies. So it will take a little bit of time for him to overcome this, and then we can work on his rehabilitation once he's a little bit better. Another big step on the rehabilitation progress is when he meets the other babies in Disneyland. That very often gives them also comfort because it's other babies he can play with. So we just need to check that he doesn't have any transmittable diseases, and then we can hopefully introduce him to the other babies very soon.
Well, as you probably realized, we've been called out again to come rescue another little monkey that was found on somebody's farm, and we'll soon hear the story.
Second one.
What happened to this little one?
They found him in a stable camp on a farm.
He was just lying alone there next to the tree apparently, and they went to, I think they said, 2 troops to see if there's nobody looking for it, but they couldn't find the parents, yeah.
Hello, little monkey.
So this is a family that's helped us out before. They found a little one last year and managed to get hold of us, so they do know the whole procedure. And so at least it's a good thing there's somebody out there in that area that can help these little ones if need be, and sort of pick them up and bring them through to us so that we can give them the proper kind of treatment as soon as possible. So it was very nice of them. They did bring him through straight away, and now we can see how it goes from here.
Okay. Okay. Give him to me. Okay, barbecue. Gotta get this nappy off.
We really don't like the little ones wearing nappies. It's also not good for their growth at all. But of course, the distance that this little one's traveling, I really don't want to take the nappy off just yet. So unfortunately, it's going to have to bear with that and wear the nappy until we get back to the foundation, where we've got enough stuff to clean the little one up afterwards. Because unfortunately, with nappies, the mess all gets smeared all over the monkey into their fur and things like this, and it's a lot more difficult to clean.
Alright, why'd you get this nappy on, dude? Don't you want to be free? Can't tell if it's a little boy or girl yet.
Well, after climbing around a little bit between me and Sky, eventually the little one decided to settle down for the trip. I think I got the stomach for them. So it just fits nicely there and comfortable, and can enjoy the trip back to the foundation, where we can start getting rid of that nappy, clean the little one all up, and then see if there's any other injuries or anything else that we really need to worry about. But at this stage, everything looks good, movements are all good, drinking okay, so it doesn't seem like there's going to be any trouble, and it's going to be a good friend for the other little one.
Oh, he doesn't seem very happy.
No, it doesn't have anything to drink yet, so I don't know what it was on. But yeah, good luck with the nappy.
Okay, that's cool. Well, we'll take him in. Herbie's in the crate and we'll give you a check over, yeah? Come on then.
Welcome back, Sophie, baby mum.
Thank you.
Finally made it. Tell us about our new arrivals.
Yeah, so this one, just going on to the climbing frame, this one is Herbie, or Herbert. So these two both arrived yesterday, within a couple of hours of each other. And then we've got Thigpen here. So they've each got 6 teeth, so they should be around the same age, but Thigpen's about 100 grams smaller than Herbie. But they're both doing really well, drinking well. They are a bit clingy to the humans rather than themselves, which I suppose is good for when they get a mum. But yeah, they're doing well. Lots of naps and snacks, but yeah.
And how is it to be back?
Yes, it's very good. Yeah, I've been hoping to come back for since I left, so yeah, it's very good to be back. Very good to see all of the babies that I've been hearing about. I'm on the Facebook group and the WhatsApp chat, so yeah, just
it's great to have you back, and especially on, you know, a day later, a couple of days later, you've got 2 new arrivals to look after. So yeah, good timing.
And considering that we got 2 in a day, I think they've both been pretty easy compared to some of the other babies that we've had. But yeah, these 2 seem like they're doing well.
Good.
So yeah, hopefully they'll.
And they're not crying for mum as much?
No, got a little bit scared.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Herbie more than Thigpen, but I think it's understandable. It was only 2 days ago, I think, that Herbie's mum was hit by a car, but they're doing pretty well considering.
Great, thank you very much.
Alright, thanks Josie.
Herbie is climbing, still trying, but...
Well, they are slowly settling down, but it is only the 2nd day in the afternoon now. Still having a look out for mum. So this does go on for quite a while. It is very heartbreaking and very difficult for these little ones. But as I say, all you can do is give them as much comfort and love as you can. Be there for when you need them. And at least now they've got little friends as well, which does make the transition a lot easier. But it's certainly not like being with a monkey mom.
Tigban is hiding inside the little blanket. It's his second day in Netherlands. He's doing well for now. Yeah, he's drinking. He slept well last night. Yeah, so we hope he will keep going. Yeah, alright. Those Herbie and Tigban are playing. So this little one on my hand is Tigban, and the others now is Herbie. Herbie is a little bigger compared to Tigban. Hi, Herbie.
You can now see how they sort of slowly calming down a little bit because they've got each other to play with, so it takes their mind off the trauma that they've basically gone through. So it certainly does help having another little one around or other ones around just to help them through those little moments, and just also to find comfort into the other little one, probably share what's been happening in their little lives. But yeah, look, it's still the second day, so it's not over yet. It's just that they've got company. And of course the company makes a big difference. At least they can play and get around and have their little time that they can take their minds off what was going on. This is also a very special time for the volunteers and things like that, spending time with these little ones as they slowly come out of their little shell. And start doing the craziest little things with each other, jumping up and down, rolling and chasing each other around. And it's quite a nice experience just to see slowly how they come back to life again and start enjoying themselves. I don't say they totally forget about what's actually happened to them. The thought of their mom must still be in the back of their memories. But at least for a time being, they're getting that little bit of a time just to do what they want to do, be little monkeys again and playing with another little monkey. And I think that's very important. It's also important for their growth because, of course, they start learning what their capabilities are and what they can do to each other as well. So considering one slightly bigger than another, it's hard to say at this point who's going to become the more dominant.
Tigban and Herbie are playing. So Tigban is here, just here, and this is Herbie. Yeah, they like jumping. Hi, Baba. It's the second day of Herbie in Netherlands, and he loves his football. Hi, Herbie. Hi. Yeah, it's so good. Tigban loves his food. Yeah.
The famous feeding cage, of course, and the bottle. Herbert learning to drink there. Of course, it's not inside the cage, but this is really how it starts. At least they get used to going up to it and basically drinking on their own, which is very, very important. So as you can see, it starts like right on the second day. They're really learning how to use this little cage. Can you believe it? The foundation has reached the 30-year mark, and of course it's time for a revamp, as these enclosures are starting to show their age, and of course the escapees are getting more and more clever. So if you'd like to get involved, please share the link, make donations where you can, help us spread the word. It's a big project we're undertaking, but vitally necessary to make sure all the animals in our care are kept as comfortably and as safe as possible. Thank you, and thank you for your support.
That's Herbert.
Well, Mom and the family is never forgotten, and they always basically return to have a look out and just stare into the distance, just with a slight bit of hope that Mom is going to come back and fetch them. So this does go on for quite a while. There's also the other bandits that they see now and again, which they're not really too sure of. Hopefully this also helps them settle down a little bit. But it's a continuous process of them playing and forgetting for a while, and then of course remembering, and both sitting out there and just kind of staring out of the window and wondering what the heck's going on, where you are, where your family is, and sort of what's happened to the troop, possibly if you'll ever see them again. So hopefully these memories will slowly become in the distance as they start making more and more friends, learning to become little monkeys and to enjoy themselves the way they should have enjoyed right from the beginning. Nobody should really ever go through this kind of trauma, and it's not really always that nice to watch, but it's always great to know that there's something bright in the future and something that these little guys are working towards, and one day they'll have a very distant memory of what actually happened to their little lives.
Thigpen and now Herbert.
Working with animals certainly makes you appreciate every little bit of free time you might get along the line. It's however rewarding it is. Sometimes it's just difficult to get that little bit of a moment for yourself to recover and recoup, and that's why we're very thankful for these amazing volunteers and people that are involved in looking after these little animals and dedicating their time 24 hours a day to make sure they're healthy and happy and they're going to get that second chance in their life. It's not easy. There's a lot of very sad moments and a lot of very bitter moments, but one pulls oneself through it. You get so attached to some of these little ones as you see them playing, and they come in with all their little traumas and little horror stories, and you're bringing them through from the brink of dying and looking after them. You just can't help being part of their little life. And getting to that point where you have to give it up and let it go, as if you're letting it go to school. It's not the easiest thing, and I have a lot of respect for all the people that have worked here and participated in looking after these little ones and helping them get that second chance in life. Thank you guys, you're really amazing. Everybody out there, I'm sure, appreciates you just as much. And then of course to our supporters that make this all possible. Everybody here can't do it without your help. You're the backbone to everything. Maybe you think you're so far away there's nothing that you can do, or you can only contribute a small little bit or watch a couple of adverts. All of that plays its role. Every single one of you makes a very, very big difference into the lives of these little guys, and getting them back out there, getting them a mom, putting them back where they should have been, playing happy and just enjoying themselves like little monkeys. So again, thank you everybody. Thanks for what you're doing. Thanks for being part of our program. Thanks for promoting it, getting other people to watch it, subscribe, becoming members. You're wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this little episode of these three, and we'll be following their little lives till they get their foster moms.